warm up. So once you have agreed to arrive at a certain time in the field where everybody can be there and show up, whether it be 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, it's all going to depend on where you live in the world and how you do things. So once you've agreed upon that time, you get there, you say hello, you give your hellos. Hello, oh, I love you, good to see you. Oh, so good, what's going on? How's the family? Right? All this fun stuff. Then, right, you have about 15 minutes to 30 minutes to really kind of console each other. But say if you get there at 9 o'clock, you do this for 15 minutes, you really only have about 30, 45 minutes to get on the field by 10 o'clock. So that's the aim. You want to get there by 9 o'clock. You want to be playing about an hour later. Okay, this is give or take. But the reason why I stress this importance is that if you don't give this sort of time window and you don't give this clarity and this understanding, what happens, everybody just kind of shows up whenever. Dally-dilly, oh, hey, oh, it's 9:45, it's cool, yeah, sure. And you know what, maybe that is cool for you, okay? And maybe if that's what you want to do, you want to show up and just kind of, airy-fairy it, that's awesome. But if your teammates don't want that, then maybe it's time for you to look for a different team. And this is something that's really important and clear, You need to be there on time because it's the mutual respect of not wasting each other's time. That's what we're really emphasizing here. We're really emphasizing no more time wasting, productivity, making the most out of your practice day, whether it's 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, okay? So, the warm-up. I love this part. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. This is when you're ready, you've said your hellos, you've got the paint, you've geared up, you put your pads on, you're feeling good. The day's about to start. You get on the field, you start jogging, you do a couple laps. This is the most important piece of equipment you're ever going to obtain in your life. You can think you can have, this expensive car, these fancy electronics. Those things don't matter. This is what matters. So I can't emphasize it enough. You must take care of your body. You must. This is an absolute. You have to. Remember when I said there's no absolutes in paintball? There's one. You must take care of yourself. This is an absolute. Okay? So take care of yourself. Go and jog. Warm up. Lubricate the body. Get the blood flowing. Okay? Start clearing your mind of all of the noise that's been happening throughout the week. Start getting rid of all the stresses and the nonsense and the drudgery of monotonous life, okay? You're here to play paintball. You're here to get with your brothers and achieve a certain goal, to learn for the day, right? So get rid of it. Wash it off. Let go of it. Let go of it. This is essential. And it starts right here with the warm-up, okay? Now you're starting to sweat. You don't ever, in any other sport, peek into a heavyweight boxing match and these guys don't come out sweating. These guys are sweating, man. They're ready to fight. And this is what you need to be doing on practice day. Plus, it's fun. So you get around, you start pushing your team, you start saying, hey guys, let's go, let's get out there. And you're running laps, right? Maybe you take charge. Maybe you take charge that day. Maybe, in your normal life, you don't take charge often. And this is a great time for you to take charge, and become a leader and start, paving the way. And you pass the torch, not every day did I do this. Some days it was Dalton, or some days it was Kyle, or some days it was Blake or Alex, whatever it is. They're the first one out there. They're running. They're feeling good. They're starting the momentum. They're getting the momentum brewing for the day. And then you come into a circle. This, I think, is one of the most important parts of the day. Because you're sitting around, you're looking at each other in the eyes. You're seeing the beads of sweat off each other's face. And you're thinking, all right, we're here. We're here to grind. We're here to do this. We're here to maximize ourselves, to get the most out of the day, okay? To learn, to grow, and to help each other shine. So get into the group circle. Something that I really believe you should take into your own hands is you become the group leader sometimes. So what does this mean? This means taking the time to go and learn some sort of calisthenics, some sort of stretching, some sort of yoga, tai chi, some sort of whatever it is. Go and watch how some people stretch, or maybe you already know how to do this. Maybe you go to the gym on a regular basis. Great. Bring it into the team. And maybe the rest of your teammates, they don't stretch and they don't warm up and they don't have a physical hobby besides paintball. So this is a great time for you to inspire them, make them feel good, get those endorphins flowing. Stretching is awesome, and you need to do it, especially if you want to play at high levels of the game. You need to have your body needs to be supple and in form and in shape so that you can get into these odd postures and slide and dive and do whatever it is that you need to do, okay, to win the game. This is something that I really believe everybody should incorporate into their life. So when you're in this circle, this is a great time. It's a great time for the team. People have come from far and wide, driven for hours, whatever the case is. This is a great time for you to just hone in with each other, look at each other, maybe tell each other some funny stories, laugh a little bit, I enjoy this part of the day, because it just really, puts a flag in the day. It's like, you were here, let's do this.